Hello everyone. My warm greetings to all of you. This is Rita Chugh presenting the program Jeevan ke Rang Darpan ke Sang, an initiative by Prerna Darpan Sahityik एवं सांस्कृतिक मंच. As this is the first program in English, I would like to give a short introduction about the organization. Prerna Darpan is an organization recognized at national and international level. It was founded in the year 2017. Internationally acclaimed, renowned poetess, writer and anchor Kirti Kaleji is the president of Prerna Darpan. Om Prakash Kalyani ji, a great comic poet, is the founder and vice president. Hari Prakash Pandey ji also is the founder and the general secretary. Sushma Singh Pawar is the secretary and Dr. C.M. Bhagat is the honorable guardian. Prerna Darpan holds poetry meets almost once a month and has fabulous programs on special occasions like Holi, Diwali, Teej, Independence Day, Republic Day, Janmashtami, etc. It also celebrates birthdays of the founder members in a great manner. Since the lockdown, Darpan has been organizing different online programs and competitions such as poetry recitations, singing, beauty contests, Bal Kavi Maha Mukabla and live telecasts like Navankur, Kavi Ji Ghar Par Hai, Indradhanush, Nehle Par Dehla, Jeevan ke Rang Darpan ke Sang, and many more. In today's program, there are 5 honorable guests from different parts of India who would be reciting their poems. Hope you all will like and enjoy their presentation. A big round of applause for all of them. First of all, I would like to invite Honorable Poet Mohanlal Verma, a very talented poet, singer, musician and a lecturer in a government school in Hanumangarh, Rajasthan. He has written 3 poetry books. He is an official narrator of the prestigious Facebook poetry group How to Write for Success. He is also a reviewer of Pomerium, a famous poetry group. Recently, he has been working on an audio-video book, The Rape Prevention Poems. Please welcome Mohanlal Verma.
Namaste everybody. In this modern India era, it seems the smile on their face disappeared completely. It is not good for a person because smile is real strength of our life. Let me recite my poem. Smile is panacea. It will ignite positivity in everyone's. I hope that you would like it. Let me recite the poem. Millions of thy brothers and sisters didn't rise. Millions of thy brothers and sisters didn't rise. Thou art lucky cause you got off with a unique smile. Cause you got off with a unique smile. So, it's the occasion to be happy and celebrate the moment. A smile on thy face not only pleases you, but it's a prize. A smile on thy face not only pleases you, but it's a prize for the beholders who are serious and waiting for demise. Yes, keep a sweet smile on thy face. Sorrows are momentary, not permanent. Sorrows are momentary, not permanent. There is brightness of the day after darkness of night. There is brightness of the day after darkness of night. Spring always follows autumn and bud blooms without blight. Spring always follows autumn and buds bloom without blight, and fills the sounding with winds pregnant. The sun never quits rising. The sun never quits rising. May in front cloud flies to be gloomy in apprehension, and worries is not wise. To be gloomy in apprehension, and worries is not wise. Smile is panacea that keeps you ever buoyant. Smile is panacea that keeps you ever buoyant. Thank you very much.
A very beautiful presentation, Honorable Poet Mohanlal Verma ji. Smile is a panacea that keeps you ever buoyant. The poet rightly says to keep a sweet smile on one's face. Sorrows are momentary, not permanent. Very true and well said. It's a well-known fact that smile wins many a heart. A very positive, inspirational and outstanding composition. Presented wonderfully. Thanks a lot, dear Honorable Poet. Next presentation is by a very pleasing and dynamic poetess, Anujit Iqbal, from Lucknow. She was a lecturer of English. It's her hobby to write Hindi and English poems and stories. Her 4 books are published and she has been awarded for her Hindi and English poetry writing competitions. She was awarded with Veena Pani Award, Sahitya Shri Award and other awards. Welcome, dear poetess Anujit Iqbal.
The title of my poem is Old Widows of Vrindavan. I'm going to start. She is sleeping in a public park. Her life is so stressing and at start. She has no friends save for a lark. Into the obscure she will embark. The people have a heart of stone. By her kins she is disowned. She weeps forlorn and all alone. Unto the roads she is thrown. Solitude is an ugly curse. For the widow it is getting worse. An empty belly, an empty purse. In deepest sorrow she is immersed. The tornado of life we all abhor. By all her presence is ignored. The destitutes are all deplored, but the peace awaits behind the door. Sleep now, dear lady, until the dawn. For you the bellowing seas will spawn. Into the endless night you are drawn. You are forgotten, but not gone. Thank you so much.
A beautiful topic, rarely talked about. Old Widow of Vrindavan. A very heart-rending and touching poem. Our heart goes out in sympathy for the widows. Old Widow of Vrindavan has no friends save for a lark. She weeps forlorn and all alone. This is the state of some widows in some houses. They are disowned by their families. But as the poetess says, a peace awaits behind the door at Vrindavan. Beautifully recited, dear Honorable Poetess Anujit. Thanks a lot. Poetry is instinct. It comes from the heart. It's an obsession. All these traits can be seen in the poems of the vibrant, enthusiastic young poet Bala from Tamil Nadu. He is working as a part-time lecturer of English. He has authored 5 books, out of which 4 are based on his research on various literary works, and the 5th is an engineering book. He has received many awards in different online poetry contests. Please welcome dear Honorable Poet Bala.
Hello friends, I am Poet Bala from Tamil Nadu. I am going to recite a poem now. Her last breath. It was the day before her last breath, to settle herself in the airy berth in the 7th heaven, under the feet of Lord Shivan. Sunday, her last day, she was active and alive, and as before, she woke at 5. Even after her hair grown pale and brown, she did her usual household chores. In that winter morning, we didn't expect a horrible wailing which accompanied the melody for that priceless iron lady. Brisk and brawny like gun, cracked jokes and had fun with us, her grandchildren, sung classical in highbrow tone like wren, sweetened our modern ears with the pure symphonic air, ushered from her vocal entone in her ancestral tone, made us realize her valuable past and the modernity practically lost and denied the vintage mode, modern vogue and implode. Meanwhile, the mother nature lacked her appealing feature. The sky was dim and dark, strangely the dogs barked, eagle and vulture were busy in venture, seized the snowy sky sharply at 4:25 in the eventide. Our grandma died, declined her bond within a second of cardiac arrest, and attained her cosmic rest. Thank you.
A magnificent poetic tribute to the poet's grandmother, whose apple of the eye is the poet himself. The magnanimity of a woman as a grandmother is exhibited in the poem wonderfully well. The poet's intimacy with his granny is the summum bonum of the poet, who loves his grandmother like anything. Excellent composition, very well crafted and beautifully presented. Thanks a lot, dear Honorable Poet Bala. Now, I would like to call upon a very sweet, charming, lively, a very talented poetess, Bharti Hazarika. She is a multilingual poetess from Guwahati, Assam. She writes in English, Hindi, Assamese, and Bangla. Her poems, stories, and articles have been published in different local and international anthologies, newspapers, and magazines. She is working as an assistant director under Secondary Education Department. She is the organizer and admin of many online organizations. She has been felicitated by many awards. To name a few, she has been awarded the prestigious Nobel Laureate of Poetry Award by Arpita Foundation of Vrindavan, World Laureate of Poetry Award by World Parliament of English literature. Kavya Shri Award for her Assamese poetry book Anubhobar Boroksan. Welcome, dear Honorable Poetess Bharti Hazarika.
I am Bharti Hazarika from Guwahati, Assam, India. Now I am going to recite one of my poems named Friend. Friend, I stretch my hands as I love you all, shooting your eyes by the last green, shooting your heart by the blooming flowers of different colors and essence. I make your life healthy and happy with different fruits and eating. Your sunburnt, sweaty body, cooling you down in my shady arms in a summer day. I am a source of your livelihood, like a boat on a river. Your sweet home is made of me. I always give you strength to make you happy and cozy. I accompany you to the afterlife as a friend, as a coffin. I will be there for you, for your eternal rest. 'Cause for me, there is no caste, creed, race, or gender. Though you do not think I have a soul, I do feel pain when you hurt me. I consume poison, giving up elixir for you to make my ailing Mother Earth free from pollution too. I am the flower, the green. I am where you built your tree house in. Yet so hard for you to realize I am nothing but your friend. Thank you. Stay blessed and stay safe.
That was a wonderful presentation with beautiful expressions. Thank you, dear Honorable Poetess Bharti Hazarika. Unconditional love to a friend is the core theme of this poem. The poetess is determined to accompany her friend with no fear of the tempests of obstacles which she enjoys facing. This bears testimony to their unshakable relationship. A friend doubles our joy and reduces our sorrows and saves us from the disaster caused by our sheer recklessness. Kudos to you, dear Honorable Poetess, for such an amazing poem and presentation. Now, I would like to have a great round of applause for welcoming Dr. C.M. Bhagat, the guardian of Prerna Darpan. Dr. Bhagat is MBBS MD from AIIMS, New Delhi. He loves excursions, gardening, agriculture, human psychology, and photography. Mostly he writes poems in Hindi and sometimes in English. His poems generally revolve around human behavior and its repercussions. Dr. Bhagat, you are most welcome.
Good evening. Today I am going to talk about relationship. For all those who have been listening to me for the first time, let me tell you that I don't write in a specific way. The only way I write is expressing the feelings, the emotions which come in my mind or what I feel about this world. So today I am going to say a few words about relationship. You see, we have various relations where we give name to these relations, brothers, sisters and all those friends. Whether we feel attached to them or not, that's a different matter. But then we meet in our life certain people who have a different, give a different feeling to us. There is a bonding which is very strong and which cannot be expressed in words. So this is what I am going to say. There are some relations which do not have any name. There are some relations which do not have any name. They are just feelings which are from the core of the heart. These feelings need not be communicated. We don't have to communicate these feelings. They don't require physical presence also at times. They don't require any explanation why it is there. They are just felt from the heart. A mere smile says it all. The moment you meet that person, a gentle smile says it all. No need of explanations. One cherishes such a relationship. They are non-competitive in nature. They are not possessive. You are not possessive about those relations. Still you yearn for such a person. You feel like you want to be close to that person. Mere thought brings a smile, gentle smile on the face. Mere thought brings a gentle smile. Mere thought of such a person are soothing. Difficult to say no to such a person. When such a person makes a request, it's very difficult to say no. There is never a grudge against such a person. There is just purity of thought on both sides. There is just purity of thought on both sides. Lucky are such persons. Blessed by Almighty are such persons. These relations, they don't have any name. This poem which I am going to recite, that's a translation of my first poem in the recent past. Happiness. We all want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. We all want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. Even I wanted to be happy. I tried laughing in a room. I tried laughing in a forest, in isolation. But I couldn't be happy. I tried thinking about being happy. I tried thinking about being happy. I analyzed the problem out. Then a bright idea came to my mind. Then a bright idea just came to my mind. I started distributing happiness. I started distributing happiness. It was strange. I was distributing something which I didn't have. It was strange. I started distributing something which I did not have, and suddenly, by the blessings of everyone, I also became happy. By the blessings of everyone, I also became happy. And now I understood one thing. I understood one thing, which I want all of you to understand. You cannot be happy in isolation. You cannot be happy in isolation. And unlike money, which may decrease by distribution, happiness always increases by spreading, distributing happiness. I have understood this. Hope all of you understand this thing, and we'll all be very happy.
Thank you so much, Honorable Dr. Bhagat, for your marvelous presentation. Both your poems are full of motivation and positivity. You have very aptly said there are some relations which do not have any name. They are just feelings from the core of the heart. Very true. The core theme of your poem, Happiness, is that by distributing happiness, one gets back happiness. Well said. A wonderful message to one and all. Your deep understanding and presentation of both the poems was awesome. Thanks, dear Honorable. At the end, I would like to thank all the honorary poets and poetess for their beautiful presentation, and my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Kirti Kaleji, Om Prakash Kalyane ji and Hari Prakash Pandey ji for giving me the honor of hosting this beautiful program. I am humbled and honored. Thanks everyone for being with us. Please do share your beautiful comments in the comment box. We'll see you all soon with some more honorable poets and poetess in our next program of Jeevan ke Rang, Darpan ke Sang. Thanks.
चंद्रा हॉस्पिटल विश्व की सभी आधुनिक और बुनियादी सुविधाओं से परिपूर्ण एक वर्ल्ड क्लास मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल महावीर इनक्लेव पालम डावडी रोड पर स्थित साउथ वेस्ट दिल्ली का एकमात्र मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, जहां 24 घंटे आपकी सेवा में उपलब्ध हैं वेल क्वालिफाइड डॉक्टर्स और हेल्पिंग स्टाफ। डॉक्टर CM भगत द्वारा स्थापित भगत चंद्रा हॉस्पिटल आपकी सेहत का ख्याल रखना ही इसकी प्राथमिकता है, वो भी अफोर्डेबल।